Hello and welcome to the new series of Drishti IAS. I am Pooja Devedi, and today in this segment we are going to discuss about the attacks in Balochistan. This topic is very important from the perspective of prelims and also from the perspective of GS mains paper 2nd and 3rd. Let's begin with the topics of discussion that we are going to go through step by step. So these are the many topics that we are going to discuss. I will try to be as crisp as possible. The thing is that if you find it too fast, you can slow down the speed with the help of YouTube policies. And let's begin with the news. Now, the news is saying that recent attacks in Balochistan, province of Pakistan actually, it is sending a message. The message is very clear that it is not a safe space to invest with the help of CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which is a flagship scheme of Xi Jinping's government when we talk about Belt and Road Initiative. So, this is a clear-cut message sent by the militant group, and that is why we are going to address this issue, because India also has a role to play when we talk about CPEC, because it has sovereignty issues. Let's try to understand it with the help of a map. The first province we are going to talk about is Balochistan. Balochistan is the westernmost province of Pakistan, and we are seeing the army posts where the attacks were targeted. It's Noshki and Panjgur. Okay, so Panjgur and Noshki, they were the two attacked regions in Balochistan. And the message was sent because CPEC is going to join Xinjiang province of China with westernmost region of Balochistan in Pakistan. So this is showing that although you are investing, but your investments will not be safe, as it was sent by the group which targeted India back in 2008. I'm talking here about the attacks on the Taj Hotel, where it was shown that the commercial capital of India, that is Mumbai, is not safe for investment. Similarly, it's like that. So that was something alleged of a state-sponsored attack. This is an attack which of course is because of insurgency in Balochistan. We will talk about that as well. And this is significant. Why it is significant? Because the second phase of the USD 60 billion China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has been signed to continue with the second phase of the constructions with respect to special economic zones and industrialization. And Pakistan has also talked about this entire project to Taliban. The Taliban is leading the government in Afghanistan right now, which is not recognized by any of the important countries, most of the important countries. But Pakistan is acknowledging their presence in the region by telling them that you should also join. And the attacks have been claimed by the newly formed separatist Balochistan Nationalist Army, which is actually a merger of Balochistan Republican Army and the United Baloch Army. And why did they attack Balochistan? Because they want independence, of course. So this is the entire news that we have to cover. So if we talk about Balochistan, as I told you, is the westernmost province of Pakistan. It is bordered by Afghanistan, Iran, Arabian Sea, the provinces of Sindh and Punjab of Pakistan, and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So Balochistan, as you can see, it is lying at the region of immense instability, and Quetta is its capital. Baloch and Pashtun, they form the chunk of the population, and the important languages there are Balochi, Brahui, Pashto and Sindhi. Now, it was established in the year 1970 in its present form, what we are seeing right now. Okay, so these are the important information. And if we talk about the important history, like any other Southeast Asian nation, in 1947, Mir Ahmad Yar Khan, he declared independence. He was ruling the quasi-independent state of Balochistan, and Pakistan back in 1948 sent an army to settle this entire issue. Then finally, Mir Ahmad Yar Khan, he said, okay, it's not an issue to me, we can be a part of Pakistan. But his brothers, they continued the resistance. And They continued the resistance, and the Drishti IAS insurgent groups, they harried Pakistan till 1950s. So it was an issue for Pakistan till the year 1950s. Then following the India-Pakistan War of 1971, tensions again began to rise. The National Party won provincial elections in Balochistan, and after 1971, in 1972, armed clashes broke out between the supporters of Federal Interior Minister Abdul Khan and National Awami Party. Lastly, if we talk about the entire conflict, it started when it was led by Balochi People's Liberation Front and Balochi Students Organization. Thousands died in this entire conflict. So that is a point to be noted. Also, if we talk about the era of General Pervez Musharraf, he downrightly, he said that because in the 1970s, the tactics used by the liberation fronts and other militant groups, it was with respect to guerrilla warfare. Now, in 2005, General Pervez Musharraf, he decided not to put on trial a soldier who raped the local doctor in Balochistan. After that, the crises emerged again, and the elements of parallel Baloch insurgency in Iran's Sistan-Balochistan province, they developed ties with the Islamic State in Afghanistan. So it became a nexus. This nexus is fueling the insurgency in Balochistan. And if we talk about CPEC, with the help of this map, it's approximately a 3,000 kilometer corridor. And it focuses on the development of the area by building special economic zones, pipelines, roadways, railways, sea links. CPEC joins Kashgar in Xinjiang province, the Uyghur minority where they are living at Xinjiang, to Gwadar in West Balochistan. And this is a sovereignty issue for India because it passes through illegally occupied Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. And this entire region we are talking about is CPEC. This is a flagship or a pet scheme of Xi Jinping's government. Because what does Pakistan want? Pakistan wants a stable economy. China wants to increase its outreach in the Indian Ocean region. So this is what it is. So in 2013, when Belt and Road Initiative was undertaken, then we saw the emergence of CPEC, China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. And this is something that India worries about a lot. Because first of all, it's a sovereignty issue. This is our region. And our region is being bypassed through another country without our permission. So this is the sovereignty issue. Regional integrity issue. Next, we also have the emergence of China as a trade dominator in this entire region. It wants to increase its outreach when India is not allowed by Pakistan to go through its region for Central Asian regions. So that is another issue. And also, we cannot deal with the inflow of money to a country which supports terrorism. Okay, so these are the various issues. And these are the projects that CPEC is moving towards: highways, railways, pipelines, accompanied by energy, industrial and other infrastructure development projects. Also, if we talk about the implications of such moves, it will destabilize Asia, because once we have seen how Taliban in Afghanistan has its nexus with the Pakistani government, and such insurgency might force Pakistan to take the help of Taliban in order to create a resistant front in Balochistan. Again, the Islamic State in Afghanistan, they have an nexus with the Balochi insurgent groups. Again, if we talk about Iran, that also has an nexus. So the complete spillover would be extremely harmful for India, especially in the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir illegally. The rise of more rebel groups. If Taliban has given a sense of superiority to many rebel groups, if Taliban can make America leave Afghanistan, such a huge power, why not the other rebel groups? If this is the mindset that is going to be propagated, it's going to be harmful for India. Now, talking about Chinese dominance, China is a monopolistic country. It's very aggressive, not only territorially, but also when we talk about in the sea region. So just in the neighborhood, we are already having a horn lock with China in the LAC with respect to Ladakh. And if again, China is trying to encircle India through its string of pearls, we know that CPEC is a big part of it. China is leasing ports, China is investing in ports, and if countries which are not able to pay the loans back, the invested loans back, China is taking a hold of those places and encircling India, and this is known as the string of pearls. Very important. So these are the many implications with respect to the current scenario. Let's move on to our question, which says a stable and terror-free Pakistan is much more in India's interest. We have to comment in 250 words. Okay. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we shall meet again with another segment. Until then, stay updated and thank you so much for watching.